Hey guys, I'm here talking to you all things Reiki self-love. Um, I think it is very understandable. The approach is everything that is well for the body, mind, soul. So I'm a super big bubble. Everybody's welcome. Let's join in. It's a very inclusive le- um, very inclusive part of my Reiki journey. My Reiki space is like my main page is the Water Rose Holding Space, and it's all about the seasonal shifts, the energies, the Reiki energy work, affirmation, full moon, sound birth, deep meditative content, and it's mostly for people who are on to the spiritual path or want to walk on it. And like this page is the self-love Reiki Club, and it's all welcome for everybody. Just join in and let's just connect, sit together, work on workshops around these topics. Let's get all the inspiration that you can get out of this page. Like, I'm just beginning. I have lots of ideas, lots of good content coming. Definitely you can look at self-love on so many levels. Like, there is like obviously health is a big um big part, like is the most important one. The most loving thing you can do for yourself is look into nutritious food, balanced food, and get to know your own liking and your own belly. Like, literally, just noticing what are the foods that my body loves the most, what am I craving. There's like lots of good workshops around intuitive eating. If you're onto that path, if you're into that, that is cool. But you can also just notice after a meal that probably you made, because in a restaurant most of us get a little bit delicious and into the treat. And but like in your everyday life, noticing, oh great, I can eat pizza, I do actually stomach that well, but like after pasta I feel more heavy. So noticing the difference, and then learning if I want to eat for my well-being and for strength, and noticing the shift in just taking this dish or the other dish. So you can plan ahead for your day, so you might have more energy if you can stomach things well. And I personally am somebody who eats mostly in the afternoon or around dinner time, because all throughout the day I love having like more energy that is not wasted too much on digestion. So I'm more having cookie throughout the day and a little salad and a smoothie, and I will have my meal later in the day. Because of that, I learned that about myself. I've not known it, and I noticed it like already in university. It did shift from let's have proper lunch and then study in the afternoon again to wow, let's just have a little snack and a coffee and then properly eat in the evening and cook and all. So I am also somebody who needs the creating the food part. I love making my own food. I'm sometimes lazy with it, so I'm fine with that. So also mindset is a big part. Like, I'm not getting too much into that on here. Like, I'm more somebody who works with affirmation, but that is something you can get coaching about. I might share a little inputs around that. So just inspiration to work on mindset. That is something that will come up on this page. And it's not just for spiritual tribe. Like, I do not actually get into the spirituality in here this much, but it's not just self-love. I'm also having the energy work flooding in. That's why it's the self-love Reiki Club. And which means like if we would ever sit in a circle, we would hold a meditative space. We can do talking space, and it would be all about self-love with the broad scheme of the self-love Reiki Club. So I can always add energy work to whatever I'm offering, but the basics is not only for the faithful, not only for the already well studied on the yoga path. You can just be somebody who likes people, who wants to sit together, who wants to connect and chat, and we can make this a workshop, an event with the Self-Love Reiki Club. So it will grow and expand. It's a fluid place. It's not stuck, it's not too structured, it's welcoming and inviting everybody in, and just also get to know Reiki, because I know people don't really understand sometimes what is that energy work, and just yeah, you can try it, and but you don't need to be pushed. You can come to a meditation if you feel restful, like many people do yoga, they know shavasana, so you can just have this beneficial group experience. And I'm not ready for booking yet, but this is coming. I'm just building the social media page, the practice, getting to know a little bit about myself on this in this journey too. Who am I? What space holder am I? What are my plans? And then I knew that I really want to talk about self-love, because I'm really strong with that. I have very good routines in my everyday life. That's also another part of your daily life. Like for example, I have the routine of always making myself a smoothie, like nearly every day, and I just go with something that I can stomach well, and then I always have in my house, and then I can find everywhere, so it doesn't extra burden my life, and it just it brings this balance and routine and little ritual into my everyday, and it's a healthy ritual habit that you also can introduce in your day. And I've been vegan, so I learned about not indulging too much, controlling what I'm eating for the environment, for animal rights, and I felt really good from the food that I actually ate. I did cook a lot. I had to learn new about cooking, so I will always inspire you for like more healthy food, but also just knowing that this is very freeing to know your habits and your cravings and to master them. That's also a little bit on the yogi part. So that's just how big this bubble is that we are talking. And also, where self-love is time for yourself, me time. But for other people, it can also be going on a hike with the group, booking a group vacation, because you don't need to plan a lot. Like just being very mindful that self-love practices is different for everybody. But for the girly women, we need the attention for ourselves, because we've been trained as little girls that we need to show up for other people and that we need to be a good girl, and we are all a little bit reprogramming that every day. So that's also lots of my content, but like it's still for everybody. Like men are so welcome, and also people who are not part of this good girl regiment, you're so welcome. And is I'm also already have content planning that is not only about women, also for like some inspiration specifically targeted for the man. So this is gonna be a very fluid, inclusive, held space, inviting you all to sit and listen a little bit more to your own inner voice. Like, what are you actually understanding about self love and self care? And self care is just taking care of yourself. It's not like just the pampering mask, even though I love that. It's also part of my routine is taking care of my skin a lot, and I love making my own little clay masks. I'm all into that, and that's also why I love cooking them. I love just preparing it exactly how I like it, how I love to eat it, and how I can stomach my food great, and you have more energy. And it's really beneficial to understand that just the intention to add more time throughout the day for caring about your own self is very strong. And like Reiki is lots of intentional work too. You said you have this water, and your intention is blessing it with the Reiki energy, which is the universal life force energy connection. And then you just sit there, and then you learn to bless the water, and then you kind of mindfully drink the water more, so it does bring you in a state of gratitude, which shifts a lot just with intention. So that's a little bit what this space is about, like helping people to understand the huge, broad scheme that self-care and self-love is all about. and just connect and come in and join. And you don't need to be spiritual or esoteric or whatever. You're so welcome on whatever path you're at. I'm not gonna be judgy about know nothing. That's not who I am. So hope to see you guys and see you again next time. Bye bye.